I'm your host of the Most Local 23. You're joining me for The Silent Twin, Chapter 5. Dear Diary, at what point in my development was I marked out as different from everyone else? Was it from birth, my childhood, and did my family ever notice? Detectives note Abigail Duncan, one day missing. I made contact with the malevolent energy haunting Blackwater Farm, but Abigail remains elusive. Ethan seems to think this isn't just a case of a missing child. It's a murder investigation, and I desperately hope he's wrong. A no-nonsense look. An edgy look. That's not writ. How the fuck is that edgy? And my casual look. You look up at the farmhouse. No Olivia looking out at me today. The second day since Abigail's disappearance. I always felt like a new day brought with it new hope. But in a case like this, hope fades with each new day. Still, I've got a job to do here. A knock on the door. I need to speak to Nick and Joanna. Some more. Olivia too, if I can. Fiona answers. DC Knight, come in, come in. She lets you in. Hey, Fiona, thanks. You notice Olivia standing beside Fiona. Hey, Olivia, how are you today? She was about to help me make sandwiches, weren't you, Olivia? How are Nick and Joanna? They're as you'd expect them to be. I understand. Nick's in the living room. Go on through, I'll bring some tea. Thanks. You enter the living room. Nick is sitting alone. He doesn't seem to register your presence. He looks tired, like he might either pass out or snap at someone at any moment. Given the circumstances, either is understandable. Take a seat opposite him. No Johanna today. Most families stick together in times of grief. But the members of this family are like magnets set to repel. Fiona enters and puts a tray of tea and sandwiches on the coffee table. Olivia follows her around like a faithful puppy. Thank goodness for Fiona. Not just for the family's sake, but for mine. At least she's willing to talk and help out any way she can. Fiona takes Olivia by the hand. Come on, sausage. Let's leave the grown-ups to it. The two of them leave the room. Olivia. Even though she's silent, I can feel her sorrow. The way she ran out on Nick yesterday is still bothering me. Nick picks up a ham sandwich and then tosses it back onto the tray in disgust. I need to show him he can trust me, but nothing I say to him is ever right. What's the best way to earn his trust? So we have emphasize with him, distract him, ask if he's okay. Let's emphasize. I know it's hard. I don't know if you do. My nephew went missing once. It felt like the whole world was caving in. Multiply that by 100 and you'll get an idea of what I'm going through. You sigh. Has there been any news? No new developments, I'm afraid. We've got teams of police working on the case, combing through the hundreds of calls, emails, and social media messages. And nothing's come up? You know how these things are. Nick nods. A mixture of hate mail, false leads, and mistaken sightings, right? Yeah. I'm sure old Johanna's little media stunt did us no favors. It wasn't the most helpful thing to do, but it's just a hiccup. My ass! In my experience, these things are quick to flare up and quick to die down. Nick looked unconvinced by your words. If you don't mind, I'd like to talk about Olivia. You notice Nick's shift in uncomfortability. What about her? I need to ask him about Olivia running away from him. But I have to be careful. If I piss him off, he'll just burrow deeper into a shell. I can't afford to lose the support, or what little I have left of it. I'll ask him point blank. I want to talk about what happened yesterday in the kitchen. This again? She's stressed. We all are. I appreciate that, but do you? Do you really know how horrible this entire situation is? Because if you did, you wouldn't be bothering me with this nonsense. I'm just doing my job. No, what you're doing is kicking a family while they're already down. I get what you're implying, that I did hurt or did something terrible to her. And if I could do that to Olivia, then I could have done that to worse, to Abby. As a detective, it's my job to follow all possible avenues. Kidnappings and murders within families are more often than not committed by someone else. You're a police officer. You should know this. So yes, I'm witnessed some suspicious behavior, and it's my duty to investigate that suspicion. You listen to me. I would never hurt either of my girls. You hear me? Never. The thought of it, of anyone hurting them, makes me sick to my stomach. I'm not going to be able to get any answers from him like this. Nick stands. I think we're done here. I'll be putting in my request to be allocated to a different family liaison officer. Nick. I said we're done. There's someone knocking loudly at the front door. Now what? You and Nick step out into the hall. Nick answers the door. The detective. You respond with a curt nod. Can't be a good sign he's here. Someone else enters behind him. Will. Realize you probably sounded a bit too excited. You force yourself to settle down as Will smiles back at you. He must have bagged the job at DCI's driver for the day. What's this about? I'd like to have a word with you, if that's alright. You and your wife. Right. Fiona, could you fetch Joanna? Of course. Fiona heads upstairs. This way. Nick leads you all into the kitchen. He takes a seat, straining to keep a professional front. The silence is made all more awkward by Ethan standing stiffly beside the door. I should, meet Will's eye. It feels so good to see Will. I can scarcely help myself. Glance over at Will. He returns your gaze, offering you a brief, twinkling smile of reassurance. You find yourself blushing and quickly returning your eyes to your notepad. God, I hope Ethan didn't catch that. He'd have us on opposite shifts at the drop of a hat if he knew about us. Joanna enters the kitchen. Good morning, everyone. Wow, I expected her to be in a state, but she looks as fresh and cheery as a daisy. Takes a seat beside Nick. The two of them couldn't look more different if they tried. I'll keep my visit brief. As you know, DC Knight has been assigned to provide updates, but I'd like to speak to you both about conducting a press appeal. They haven't found any evidence yet, have they? Something in his tone. I can't tell if he's asking out of fear or concern. Helicopters have scoured the area since first light. It's difficult with the woodlands, of course. The technology picks up heat signatures, but the trees block the radars. Oh, so that's what the noise was this morning. She shows all the interest of someone discussing servicing their car. What I'm hearing is that the air search is useless. I can't let Ethan sap all their hope. I'll reassure them. I wouldn't give up hope just yet. Abigail is unfamiliar with this area and may have become disoriented. Ethan gives you a look that says he doesn't appreciate your interruption. So as to disagree with him? Right. The woods are quite dense and the search teams are very thorough. Ethan turns to Joanna. I know things have been very fraught for you. Joanna looks like she doesn't even know what mask to wear in response. However, we must draw on public support and use the media to our full advantage. Ethan gives Joanna a stern stare. I know that look. That's the look he has when he's about to tell you off. Unfortunately, this has not been the case to date. Your unannounced television interview has not helped the situation, much less the constant use of social media to promote your business. Nick sighs, clearly unhappy. Joanna sips her tea and smiles politely at Ethan. I didn't realize there was a law against it. Yes, there is actually. It's called common sense. That's it. I've had enough of her nonsense. I understand that everyone grieves differently, but no one's this heartless. Let Ethan handle it. He's your boss. You stew in anger, but manage to keep your mouth shut. Miss Duncan. You see Ethan mentally selecting his least aggravated response. I am at a complete loss as why you do not grasp the seriousness of the situation. Your daughter is missing, vanished without a trace. Public support is an imperative at this time. If you are not careful, they'll turn on you and make your life a living hell. It's important we move fast and engage assistance from all available outlets. What do you want us to do? I need you to attend a press appeal today. DC Knight will explain what is expected of you and will escort you to the venue. That's very... 1 hour. I'll see myself out. DC Knight, may I have a word with you outside? Of course, sir. You step outside with Will as Nick shakes Ethan's hand, thanking him in hushed tones. You give Will's arm a squeeze. Ethan's back is facing you. What are you doing here? Nice to see you, too. I thought you weren't due back for another couple days. I'm not, but DCI driver is out of sick, so I volunteered to cover. Why? Seemed like the only way I'd get to see you this week. Stalking me now, are you? If that's what it takes. Now, how are you getting on? You see what I'm working with in here? Yeah, the John is a bit of a cold fish. Tell me about it. Look out. Here comes the boss. Do you think you can make it to my place tonight? I could provide you with a bit of stress relief. Oh, is that what we're calling it now? So, DC-9. Smile drops as you turn to face Ethan. What do you make of all this? I'm surprised he cares about my opinion at all. I've only been with the family a day, but there's something strange going on. Joanna's attitude, for starters. Well, she's dealing with grief in her own way. She's hiding something. No shit. Like, a bunch of pills. My God, man, I'll tell you. It has to be the only reason. She's hiding something. I think she's hiding something, but it's too early to say what. Well, I suggest you dig deeper. What about Mr. Duncan? He's been lying to us from day one. His grief seems real, but he's definitely hiding something as well. Well, we need to get to the bottom of it, and soon. Olivia's the key. I think someone's told her to keep quiet, maybe even threatened her. I need some time alone with her, away from here. In that case, I suggest you try again with the video interview at the station. If she's pressured, she may clam up even more. I suggest a more informal setting. With your permission, I think I know the ideal place. Ethan arches his eyebrows. Very well. But there's something I need to divulge to you first. Oh? And DC-9, it's not to be shared with the family. You mother... I hate that. I hate that. Really, I hate that. Gonna have a pound of tuppenny rice, half a pound of terrakill. Hi, guys. I mean, there could literally be your family dead in the kitchen, and she'd be like, would you like a ham sandwich? Ma'am, your whole entire family's dead on the kitchen floor. So you want cheese with that? Like, lady, what? Okay, so what do you guys think? What do you think? Is this woman really off her rocker? I've never seen anyone handle grief like her. That's why. I've never seen anyone handle grief like her. So by the way, today was the uninvited finale. That's up on the channel. Aliens vs. Zombies. They took away the diamond requirements for the chapters now. So congratulations, everybody. You now get to save diamonds. And, well, at least I forked out diamonds, I guess. And anyone else who forked out diamonds. If I were you, I would still reach out to their support team. And see what the hell. Maybe you could get your diamonds back. I'm still waiting on my 27 diamonds for the one bug. The 12 diamonds for the other, forced choice. So I'm still waiting on what, 40 diamonds total? I'm not happy with that. That being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. In the description below, links to social media, our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content, as well as our Twitch channel. I do stream on there, so feel free to drop a follow on there so you'll be notified. And help me build my support over there as well. And also, if you do subscribe or already subscribe, make sure to hit that little bell next to it so you'll be notified of any and all content that gets uploaded. And with that being said, I'm finally going to get to get my eyes off the screen. I've taken little breaks here and there throughout the day, but to actually be able to walk, and get going, maybe stare at a screen for a while, it'll actually be kind of nice. When you've been doing this for, what, 9 hours now? Yeah, actually 9 hours. Actually going on 10, actually. Yeah, it's 1:15. And then this is 3:30. Oh god. Yeah, 10 hours. Oh man. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Like I said, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. What do you guys think? What do you think we're going into with chapters 6 through 10 next week? Unless I do shorter chapters than that, maybe 6 through 9, I don't know. Or 6 through 8. I guess we'll have to see. Until next time, stay well, stay awesome. I'm gonna catch you all in the next video. Peace.